Yo, what's good? Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back.
We back.
Season 2, baby. Double Shit Podcast. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Sean. If y'all don't know who I am.
Niggas don't know who you are.
Nah, niggas know who I am. Fuck niggas. What do I say? Yo, they know me, baby. They
Double
know
shit.
me. Yo, we back for season 2. That's how we was going to come back, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up.
Yeah.
You hear me? So, we here today. You know what I'm saying? Season 1. Season 2.
Fucking up, bro.
My fault, bro. Been a while.
It really been a long.
Been
Yo, how was your vacation, bro? Like while we was gone, what did you do? What was you up to? Why it took so long to come back for season 2?
Yo, what did I do? Yo, I was living life while we was gone. I ain't going front. I was out here living.
What you was doing?
We went to South Carolina, to Myrtle Beach. Well,
yeah,
we did do that.
That was definitely fun.
What else did I do?
What did we do out there, bro? You keep it playing.
Yo, I bought my second car during that time. Cause I bought the first one in February and I bought the second one in June. The podcast ended in April, so
how did that work out for you?
Oh, I like my car.
Right.
I like my car. What else did I do, man? I just traveled. I went to Atlantic City a lot. Went to Washington. Where else did I go? Man, I just had a great summer, bro. I had a great summer. How about yours?
I was working. Similar trips. I did the cruises.
Yeah. That was a cruise.
It was crazy, bro. We went to, of course, Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stop there, but we went to Honduras. Son, Honduras is beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
How long
Jet
was out there
skis,
for?
dirt bikes. Well, Honduras?
Yeah. No, just in general. How
The
long?
cruise?
Yeah.
In general, the cruise is like, I think, a week.
Okay.
A couple of days. But best vacation, like, as far as, like, if you don't normally go on vacation, you want to start out doing vacation, go on a cruise. Because it's going to be worth every
you know
buck.
what I'm scared about the cruises, bro? That I'm really, like, I want to go on a cruise. And my thing with going on a cruise, I think I'm going to get stuck with a whole bunch of old retired people. And I feel like I'm not going to have fun.
How you not going to have fun? Because old retired people have the most fun.
Yo, that's what you think, bro.
Okay.
But it's a possibility.
What you mean?
That's a possibility.
Wow.
But that's the thing about going on a regular vacation, right? You can basically leave and you come and go as you please.
Oh, vacation?
Yes, you know what I'm saying? But once you're on a cruise, you're stuck on a boat.
Nah, but it don't feel like that because there's so much stuff to do.
Alright, see,
I've
never been there, so
like on cruise ships, is always something happening. So there's comedy shows, there's clubs, there's like little events they throw together, there's little parties they throw together, or you can just do your own thing. There's spas, there's hot tubs, and then when you get to the islands, there's stuff to do at the islands, like swim with dolphins if you want to do something like that, jet skis. Zip line, so it's always gonna be an activity for you to do. If you're on a cruise and you say you're bored, that means you're a corny nigga. Right. You're a corny nigga because you want to be bored. You want to sit there and pout. Like I hate niggas like that.
Basically, he telling you if you feel like you bored, you're a corny.
You cornball. How you on a cruise? You spent your money but you're gonna sit there and say I'm bored. Like there's a doubt.
It makes sense. No, it makes sense. It's a huge ship. It should be a lot of things to do. It makes sense. But yo, you had a good summer, basically.
Yeah, have fun. Got in some trouble.
Yo, bro, you here? So that's about to say. So
yeah, we made it.
All right. Yo, we here, man. So as y'all can see, you know my shirt. You know, rest in peace to the late Kobe Bryant. You know, to the Bryant family. We send our condolences to Gigi. Today we're going to talk about. We're going to dedicate this, man. This is a tribute to all the people that that's not here with us today, you know.
Since last summer, like a lot of people have passed away.
Yeah.
Shout out to my loved ones.
Definitely.
Grandma, Uncle Leon, Live.
Yep.
We love y'all, man.
Yo, for real, definitely. In the celebrity world, celebrity world, Pop Smoke just passed away. He was young, man, 20. Like
he was 20.
I think it said he was 20.
How you feel about it?
It's crazy. Bro? Now it's just crazy, but when it comes to the media, you let the media get their hands on it, it's 7-8 different stories. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they saying it was a home invasion, they were saying he was set up, it's just like you don't know what it really is. Same thing with the Kobe situation. There was like 7, 8 different stories.
But everybody deal with death differently. So some people just gonna be stuck in how he died. They're gonna keep trying to figure it out. Some people sad a bit based on like, where and why, what. Or details.
But
that's what they concerned.
You also gotta remember, people are nosy. In today's society, people are so nosy, and I feel like they don't even allow people to grieve anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I feel like the way TMZ go about breaking TMZ breaks stories before their loved ones know. And in my personal opinion, I do not want to find out that a loved one passed away through TV. You feel what I'm saying?
Not?
Why am I finding, like, I didn't receive a call, but I'm finding out that of someone close to me passed away by watching TV. Like, I didn't get a direct call.
But I heard people say that before, but what you expect, like, how media showed, it's all about timing. So I understand the disrespect, but I don't personally know you to call you.
No, not meaning the like TMZ or the outlet that's reporting the news. How did you get that? How did you get that
information?
Yeah, how did you find out the information?
That's their job.
And even so even if you don't think let's reach out to the wife first. Before we report this?
Yeah, that's the police department.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But we got to a point where media finds out before the police department finds out. So at the end of the day, the media is not thinking about that. The media is thinking about, I got a breaking story that nobody else got. You're supposed to be ahead of that. It's disgusting, it's nasty, but that's right. The world.
We're gonna start this episode off with Kobe Bryant. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people pass away in our lives, but I just felt like when Kobe passed, it was a different vibe of how people took it. You feel what I'm saying? We lost Nipsey last year, RIP to Nipsey.
That was different.
It was different. But the way, like I said, when I found out, that Kobe passed, I think I called you because I was on my way to work. And you was like, yo, it could be fake news. I don't think, and I said the same thing. I'm like, but I'm just looking at how my timeline is blowing up, and I'm just not understanding, like, if it's fake news, this many people's not gonna be posting this, right? So when I get to work, no, I'm lying. Once I found out it was confirmed, I started calling people that I know that's real Kobe fans, and it was so crazy that when I was calling people were picking up crying.
Yeah.
Crying, bro. Crying, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people didn't pick up.
She was, it really hit her. Like, it really hit her in the chest. But then, other people was playing. That's another thing. Other people was playing off of that. They didn't really care. They don't. If I asked them right now, how many rings did Kobe win? They wouldn't be able to answer it. Yeah. But they got a Kobe tattoo. So it kind of like, y'all gonna run with it. Y'all gonna running with it, and it's annoying, and it's becoming beyond. It's becoming just the pop thing to do currently.
Yeah,
because like Kobe tattoos is a popular thing to do right now. You're not really a Kobe fan. You don't watch basketball. You just saw this. It was a moment. It's somebody big.
Bro, I promise you, they doing it for a like. I promise you, they're doing it for someone to like it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was getting these tattoos and then just posting them for a response. You feel what I'm saying? So, like you said, a lot of people not a Kobe Bryant fans.
Okay, on what level do you feel that you should get a tattoo of someone?
Well,
because I always felt that was weird. Like your boy Drake does that. He gets like tattoos of celebrities, and I be like, alright, cool. If they affected your life and that meaningful to you, cool. But when has that become a thing? Because the only reason I would get a tattoo of somebody if somebody personally in my life, that I'm getting a tattoo, and I don't really do tattoo. I'm not a tattoo person. I'm just saying, it has to mean something personally to me.
Yeah.
And getting a Kobe tattoo, I'd be like, bro, like.
Well, you have to remember, like I said, I can't speak for everyone, but I know Kobe affected a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people were just so hurt is that we grew up with Kobe.
Yo, Pops raised a lot of us.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there though. But we gonna get there though. You know what I'm saying? But we on Kobe right now.
What we waiting on?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we spent enough time on Kobe. Like, I understand. Everybody have it's enough. Like, we heard it. Yo, R.I.P. Kobe, I love you. Let that man rest. Because right now, I don't feel like it's just. But everybody's just talking about that because it's what's to talk about.
But like, as you just said, everyone grieve in a different way. You can't tell someone, oh, all right, that's it. It's been a month. Let it go.
What you told me, and for the thing, I'm starting to agree with you. What you told me, you said, yo, bro, when I die, don't have a whole bunch of niggas saying at my funeral talking about they bang with me, knowing damn well they didn't bang with me. And I feel like that's a lot.
But we don't know. Like I said, Kobe influenced people
we know because
so crazy.
Honestly,
we watched Kobe for 20 years.
You know what's funny? On the East Coast side of the thing, I'm not gonna talk about the West Coast, but on the East Coast side of the thing, we hated Kobe. There wasn't love for Kobe. We hated Kobe because we hated. Like if your team went against him.
All right. When it came to competitive nature,
we
didn't like Kobe.
Yeah,
Kobe already know Kobe was gonna play my team.
Bro, he used to get all the calls.
Okay.
He used to get all the calls. And let's not pretend that Kobe didn't have his little sneaky, dirty plays or dirty moves that every player has in NBA.
Mamba mentality.
And he was one of those. He was one of those people that like. If you left him open, we're like, why would you leave Kobe open in the corner?
But that's where I think the dislike came from. We never dislike Kobe off him. We dislike Kobe because my favorite player is Dirk Nowitzki. I'm a Dallas Maverick fan if you know me, right?
Here we go.
Bro,
this Dirk tangent again.
I'm just saying,
go ahead.
When LA faced the Mavericks,
don't make your question.
It's like, yo, bro, I already know he's going to flame us.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
If Dirk died, you getting a Dirk tattoo?
I'm not getting a Dirk tattoo. Just personally, I wouldn't get a Dirk tattoo. But I don't think...
He's your favorite player.
I don't think me getting a tattoo,
specifies... You're not going to get Dirk fading away? You're not going to even get the logo?
For what? If you know
That's your favorite player.
You know that I am a Dallas Maverick, a Dirk Nowitzki fan to RIP. But I don't think me I got pictures with Dirk, I got autographs with Dirk, but I'm not getting a Dirk Nowitzki tattoo.
Not a Dirk fan then. You're not a Dirk fan then. You're not even going to get the number?
That might be a possibility, but I just don't think you getting a tattoo defines how...
You got a picture with the owner.
Mm-hmm.
You got a signature Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
You got the throwback jersey. You're not gonna get the tattoo. Like this is the player.
That doesn't make you. But as you just said, people got tattoos and not real fans, so that don't mean nothing, bro. That does not mean nothing that you got a huge Kobe tattoo on your back.
But that's the significance of saying this is how much I love Kobe, that I'm willing to mark my body on it.
Or are they just doing that just for a like? Like I said,
you really think people are that thirsty for likes? Yes. Like I'm going to put a mark on my body just to get a like.
Yo, am I lying? Are people that thirsty now? They do things for attention. Instagram is millions, billions of people seeking attention. That's what it is. When you go into your Instagram, you see people flipping off buildings. You see people fighting. You see people just doing things that you go, what is wrong with you? Why? For a like. And they trying to get them likes and turn it into money. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Instagram is that everything is 5 seconds. So if you don't take advantage in that 5 seconds while you got the spotlight, you just did it just to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people that's getting these Kobe tattoos are just doing it for their clout. Now, like I said, we're not taking away from the real Kobe fans. I know the real Kobe fans. Yo, shout out to my brother Tim Lowe. I know you're a Kobe fan. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Devon, shout out to you. Miss Diane, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the real Kobe fans that I know personally that, you know what I'm saying? I know since we've known each other for 10 plus years, I know you've been a Kobe fan. Not these Kobe fans that's coming out the woodwork. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Shout out to
real
all
Kobe
the
fans.
real Kobe fans in the world that are really been down with Kobe since he had the afro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them. You know, but
I want to ask y'all too. Do y'all feel like, yo, real Kobe fans? Do you feel like this year LA has to take it?
That's another one because I've been hearing a lot of people
You
saying
feel
that,
like
yo, LA got to take it for Kobe this year. I've been hearing it, but that's not fair neither, though. I don't think that's fair. Nah.
But that's how it goes. I know it's not fair, but that's the time. It happened. You got enough to get it done. Mm-hmm. So I would ask you, if you're as a LA fan, what else do they need? What else do they need right now to get it done?
I just think that when you put pressure, that much pressure on a team, and this is right. First of all, when LeBron went over there, it was like, hey, well, now LeBron is over there, so now you got to win the chip, LeBron, because you went over to LA, right? Mm-hmm. Then you ain't got Anthony Davis. Well, now you got two, basically the best players in the whole entire NBA, top 5. 2 players, top 5 NBA, right? Y'all got to win. Now, Kobe passed away. Then it's like, well, now y'all better win because for Kobe legacy, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But despite all of the, you know, the tragedy and how great Kobe was and how many people he influenced, the thing that hurt me the most was Gigi passing. You know, 13 years old, and I felt like even though Kobe had a lot more to do off the court, you know, his chapter 2 of his life, I felt like Gigi didn't even know where to start chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And me having a 13-year-old son, it's like, damn, like, yo, she was destined to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had other daughters, but she wanted to follow after him. And you've seen it. Like, every game, they was together. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took her everywhere. So that touched me more because I felt like Kobe had a chance to live his dream out. Right. He got a chance to go to the NBA, get MVP, win the championship, and do everything that most of us dreamed about doing when we in school. What do we yell out when we in school? Kobe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone wanted to be like Kobe.
It's crazy though because he didn't really get to enjoy it after the fact.
No, he didn't. But he completed his chapter 1 though. He completed his chapter 1. I'm saying he did. He completed his chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
He got 5 rings. How's that
meaning chapter 1 of his, you know, his life. Like you lived out your NBA dream.
Yeah.
That's your chapter 1.
That's not chapter 1. That can't be chapter 1. He got 5 rings. That can't be chapter 1. That has to be.
All that's in one chapter.
No doubt.
All right. All that's in one chapter, bro. Chapter 2 is what you're gonna do off the court. You know, and I was hearing that he was getting into books and media, and he had a whole bunch of things that he had his hand in that, you know, we might or we might not get, you know, a chance to see. But, you know, definitely Gigi losing her life was like, it touched me because I'm just like, damn, 13? Like, you didn't really experience nothing.
Yeah, it was sad.
You know what I'm saying?
Was sad.
But, yo, who else we lost this year? Pops. Pops was, I felt like a lot of people didn't really... You know what I'm saying? Like,
raised us, bro.
Yeah, like that's Pops, yo.
Where the Pops at too?
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, and when we say Pops, we talking about John Witherspoon. Yes. You know, everybody know him as Pops. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't know what we talking about, we talking about John Witherspoon.
Boondocks.
Yo, what was your favorite role?
Wayne's Brothers.
What was your favorite role? What was your favorite character he played, bro?
What else? Boondocks, Wayne's Brothers. What else he played? Friday.
He was in Friday, all the Fridays.
The work he did with.
He played in everything. He played in Martin.
Did he play in The Wash?
No,
the first one. No, not the remake they did.
Oh, the original. I never seen the original one.
Yeah, he did, yo, bro.
No, Pop's been around forever, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pop's been around forever, and honestly, it's just so crazy. Like I said, we call him Pops. And in any role he played, he always played Pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, It doesn't matter if he played in the Boondocks or he played Wayne Brothers or he played in Martin or he played in whatever he played in, it was always Pops. And what was his famous line, bro?
So we giving him that title?
What?
That's the Hood Pops? Because, like, America gave Bill Cosby
America's favorite dad.
Right. So what is Pops to us?
Pops is the hood, like,
favorite dad.
Like the hood favorite dad or grandpops, however you want to put him.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, like, he was an older dude. But, yeah, like, he was the like you said, Cosby was he didn't do no wrong at the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So Cosby was like, yo, this is what a dad's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had Pops who was
Really,
more
bro,
realistic,
realistic dad.
like yo, don't let me take my belt off, don't let me beat you, like grumpy at times, like yo, all right, this is what we can relate to more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So, who was your favorite character he played, though, in your opinion? And we want to hear from you guys too. We want to hear who was your favorite character that Pops played. Let us know. Comment down below in the comments. Let us know who's your favorite character.
To say what was the favorite character he played. He always played the same character.
Well,
so it was always Pops.
It was always Pops.
Which show did I like him in most playing as Pops?
Exactly.
Probably the Wayans Brothers, because that was the longest one. That was the longest running show he played as the Pops. Boondocks only went, 4 seasons? Wayans Brothers went for, how long?
I don't know. I wasn't really big on the Wayans Brothers like that. I know it went a good amount of seasons, but
I feel like that's the most we see him on screen was the Wayans Brothers. We didn't really see Friday. That was in between. You know, it took a while for them to make those. So they're not as frequent. The Wayans
but
Brothers,
that's the thing.
Him.
The thing about Pops is
right now.
you can't. If you take Pops out of you know how you can replace people.
Right.
You know, and we watched that with Family Matters, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
They didn't do good jobs though.
No, just what I'm
It's never really a good job when they replace
but
somebody.
when they replaced Aunt Viv, it still went like another 3-4 seasons.
So she was a terrible Aunt Viv.
Well, I didn't like light-skinned Aunt Viv either, but you know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own opinion. But
She was a terrible
if
Aunt
you
Viv.
took Pops out of any of these equations, I don't think the movie or the TV show would have been as funny. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that he did, from the way he dressed, because you know they always call him tacky, the way he dressed, it was just like,
You can put on a little disco head.
you know what I'm saying? And what they get, bang, 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 bang. Like, bro, he was off the chain. Like, how can you not like Pops, bro? Like, so I feel like, honestly, it was just like,
Every time I'm in the kitchen.
you in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? And as I was telling you on the phone the other day, that role, like that particular scene, when Craig is in the refrigerator, going, damn, it's never nothing in this house, and closes the door. First of all, where did Pops even come from? You didn't even hear him walk up to the refrigerator, right? And he did, mind you, he had the nappy head. Had the nappies, the snappy nappy.
Peasiest head you ever seen.
And first of all, where did you get the grapes from if Craig was in the refrigerator? That's the thing you gotta act like, wait, hold on, where did you get them grapes?
From in a room.
Yeah.
He said every adult got a fridge. You got a fridge in your
Yeah, I do got a fridge.
You be hiding food from your
I
children?
definitely hide food from my son. Yes, bro. Because if you leave it in the refrigerator, he's going to eat it.
Nah, Craig was wilding, bro. Craig came in there and pulled out the biggest bowl you ever seen in your life.
But then said, yo, it's no milk. And we said, what are you doing? He go, there's no milk. I'm throwing it out. He said, you better put some water on that damn shit.
Nah, he was bugging.
Bro, you're not going to tell me if you grew up in an urban household, if maybe the young kids don't know, but if you know 30 plus, 28 plus, 27 plus, you know that back in the day when you did not have enough milk, enough anything, your mom or your pop told you better go put some water in it. And that shit was like, bro, you not wasting nothing. And then it just showed you how it doesn't matter how much you talk to your child, that they still move at their own pace. Because what he said, didn't I tell you to take out the garbage last night? So why didn't you take it out? He said, I forgot. He said, yo, I wish you was in.
No. He said, I fell asleep.
Exactly.
I wish you was asleep right now.
So I could knock you upside your head. Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, he's tripping.
Nah, bro. No.
Teenage stay tripping, bro.
But I would say the funniest role, in my opinion, is Boondock Pops. Because, I feel like animation-wise, it gave him the like, he can go as crazy as he wanted to in the Boondocks, bro. Like, he went crazy. I feel like on the Wayans Brothers, that's a TV show.
He was wilding on the Wayans Brothers, bro.
But not cussing-wise, bro. He was wilding on the Boondocks, though.
Nah, but I'm just saying, based upon like, bro, when he used to tell him like, "Yo, what's in the pot?" Remember, because Pops owned the restaurant.
Exactly.
So
that
he
restaurant
said-
was filthy.
He
though.
was like, "Don't worry about it. It's mystery meat. It's still good. Put it back in the fridge." Like he's wilding, bro.
Yo, bro, he wasn't
It's-
wasting nothing. What you talking about? He wasn't wasting nothing. Like, what you talking about? Like, that's the difference between today and back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't waste shit, bro. Like, all right, yo, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What? When it came to food, right? If you did not want to eat that food, it wasn't no, oh, go throw that food away back in the day. Like, no, you're going to eat that. If you're not eating it now, you're going to eat it later. And if you're not eating it later, I'm going to figure out a meal to combine that leftovers with. You feel what I'm saying? Nowadays, kids go, I don't want that.
Still eat that. I still don't eat that shit.
What?
I remember I didn't. Yo, bro, my mom used to make turkey wings all the time. I used to hate turkey wings, bro. To the point where I try to like, yeah, like that's going in the garbage. We wasting money.
So did you throw it in? So did you throw it in the garbage in front of her face, or did you do it like when she went in the room, or?
Nah.
Cause like I didn't like cabbage.
Like if she gonna give it to me right there, like you're not going nowhere. If your mom's give you a plate and you're in the kitchen, it's over with. Like you gotta eat the food.
You gotta eat
based
the food.
upon whatever she made.
Yeah.
You're not leaving this kitchen until you eat
Exactly.
the food.
Now
But
it
I'm
is
talking
like
about,
that now.
like leaving it in the fridge overnight for the next day, and you going back in. I already know that food is not getting touched, and that we're wasting that.
But can you do that in this generation?
Yeah, they're way more wasteful.
Like now it's way more wasteful.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, all right, well, I don't want that, so I'm throwing it away. Or I get to when I get to it, knowing well it's gonna go bad in the refrigerator after a certain amount of days. You know, like I bang with Pops because Pops was like I said, old school. He still dressed like he was back in the 70s, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So when you look at all the roles he played, he always kept that same demeanor. That's what made him Pops.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what in all the Fridays, he was funny. Like
for the most part, yeah.
he was funny, and that's what I'm saying. Even if you take him out, it's like, yo, bro, it wouldn't be no Friday without John Witherspoon.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
It wouldn't be no Friday.
I
without
don't
him.
know how you're gonna make this one.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie. Like
So-
the next one y'all trying to create, I don't know how that's about to work.
Exactly.
because It's gonna feel weird without Pops being there.
That's what I'm
Regardless.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. So yo, definitely RP to Pops. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might not find him, you know, as interesting to talk about, but I feel like, you know, for myself, I was a huge Pop fan. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I was just watching the Boondocks the other day, bro, and I was just like in tears. The way he was just violating Riley every chance he got, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was just hilarious. Like, you know, so RP to Pops, you know what I'm saying? Who else we got?
Well, Pop Smoke, we was talking about.
We talking
earlier.
about Pop Smoke, you know. I didn't listen to Pop Smoke too much, you know. There's no disrespect to Pop Smoke or his music. It was just, you know, I'm a little older, and I just didn't, you know, listen to his whole catalog of music. But his 2 songs he did have out, I definitely did bang with. I think it's called "Welcome to the Party" and Dior. Yeah, them 2 songs, like I definitely did, you know. And he definitely had a bright future. That's what they say. They say it was L.A. They say he was renting a house out from someone. He was renting a house somewhere, and that's how it happened.
Ran in the crib.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't really do too much research on how it happened because it's 1,000 stories of he put his address out there, you know, somebody set him up. It's just like a whole bunch of things going on. But, you know, he was young, you know what I'm saying? And I really hope that his death definitely wake up a lot of these young kids, bro.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, you can be right about
What do you mean,
that.
like, wake up? What do you mean by that?
Just
Wake up.
the way they're moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. And as I keep telling you, Instagram is a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Social media is a gift and a curse because, like I said, so many people, like, even like when we had a conversation in the sense of how people just post every single thing and it's not necessary. You don't have to post your naked child online. It's perverts out here. You don't have to post every time you step out the house, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. You don't have to post everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's That's what IG for.
All right,
IG's
bust
for
it.
that. IG's for that because it's a place where you're supposed to show the best side of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you post, whatever you think is interesting, whatever you find might be acceptable by other people, you post it. Bro, I used to tell you, because you used to post sometimes you used to post, like, you work hard, you post your checks, you post this. I'm like, bro, relax with that, because you don't know who's watching,
True.
you don't know who might, feel some type of way and want to get you.
True.
Because that's the times we live in. But at the same time, you're like, yo, bro, you're not worried about it because, you already know I don't really show too much, and I keep. And you always said you have your joint private, so everybody.
Yeah, my page is private. Yeah, my page is private, and honestly, I just don't accept anybody. I also limit how much I show on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is correct, and I, definitely is very mindful of what I'm posting, and I have slowed down from posting money and stuff. Cause like I said, sometimes it be someone who will set you up. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the time, that's what it is.
So I just feel like social media.
Do you feel like in the days and the times we in that you should be very distant from everyone, distant from people? Because you shouldn't. Most of the times when you go find why a crime happened, it's usually a person in that circle.
But I don't think Instagram. I don't think Instagram. Like, this has been happening before Instagram. That close people doing you dirty. Like, that's been happening way before then. Way before technology.
Yeah, so
this is this thing that's documented now.
Yeah, because we see it.
Yeah,
so that's what I said. You said, you hope or you feel like it's going to change for the generation behind.
I said I hope.
You hope.
I hope that it changes how the young kids is moving. Because honestly, like now, like I said, they definitely glorify being in the streets. And the difference between how we grew up and the way they're growing up is that when we grew up, people glorify being in the streets.
No,
now.
they glorify the identity of how it looks. They don't actually glorify being in the street because they're not in the streets.
They're not in the streets. But then you do have kids that's not about 6ix9ine. It's a perfect example. He wasn't a kid that was really about that. But it was glorified and he felt like, well, this is the way for me to actually get into business, so this is what I'm going to do. Versus how we grew up and the generation before us grew up where we didn't have no other choices. We didn't have the opportunity that they had.
We have other choices. We had other choices.
Bro, what we spoke about a kid that can sit in his room in YouTube and make money, right? We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have the technology.
We didn't have YouTube. YouTube was out. Wow.
Bro, I was born in the 80s. YouTube didn't come until later in maybe 2000 something. So
YouTube came around when we was like teenagers, bro.
But this is what I'm.
We're not that old. Like.
Exactly. But was it as big as it is now? As where you can go make millions of dollars just all being on YouTube. Now, when YouTube started, we might have had it, but it wasn't popular for us to go, all right, well, we can do this and make that and make, like, for instance, we're shooting a podcast and we're going to upload it to YouTube, right? Correct? That opportunity wasn't there to, cut a check as we was growing up. These kids have multiple opportunities to get money. Their minimum wage is $15 an hour. Our minimum wage is like fucking $4, $5 an hour.
Nah, you dragging it. It was like $7.50.
I don't remember that, bro.
$7.50?
I don't remember $7.50. When I first started working, I think minimum wage was like $6 something, bro.
Ooh, where were you working?
Bro, when I first started working, my first job I was working was 14 years old. Yeah, minimum wage was like
working.
My first
talking about Summer Youth, right?
No, before that, I had a job working in the center cleaning up after, around the corner from where I live.
And niggas paying you $4 an hour?
No, I said $6.
$6 an hour.
$6 an hour, bro.
Yeah,
telling you, the opportunity that they have now, and the opportunity that we have.
Bro. You need to go back there and run down on somebody.
The guy that who ran the center was he provided for the neighborhood.
Like he was like, this is
like he didn't have to do it.
He was doing it on the books. Like,
no, it wasn't off the book.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So
I think minimum wage was $7.50. Like Summer Youth, I think we was getting paid $7.50. It might have been $7.50 or $8, but I remember $7.50.
All right, so even if it was $7.50, so think about it. Even we got paid every 2 weeks, and our checks was like maybe $300. These kids now are seeing every week $400 or $500 now in 1 week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, laugh at that though. That's a joke now.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's in the sense of, I'm saying what happened to Pop Smoke. I hope these kids, look to see like the streets is not what they think it is. Like they see it on TV and what they see, the jewelry, they see the girls, they see the weed, they see the liquor, and they think, oh, this is what I want. But they don't see the back end of it. Of, okay, now you gotta watch over your shoulder.
Everybody smoke weed, everybody drink. Why is that connected to the streets? Everybody does that. That's not we're talking about the rap videos that these kids are watching. Mm-hmm. They're seeing what these rappers are doing. Even when it comes to drinking lean, when that came out, they thought that was cool. Popping Xannies, that's what they think is okay. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they're watching this stuff and they're going, damn. They're watching Future. They're watching Lil Wayne. Mm-hmm. They think that's cool. They see that as success. You feel what I'm saying? That is success, money-wise.
That's not success. Popping drugs and drinking liquor and thinking, all right, if I pop these Xans and I drink this lean, that this looks cool to me. That's not cool, bro. To be a druggie. Hey, that's not cool.
It's fun.
Y'all see where he's standing. This guy's crazy, bro. Yeah, he's crazy, yo.
You sound like one of them old heads. What are you doing, young fella? You sound like Barnett. What are y'all doing, young fella?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. He has no kids. You hear me? I'm speaking from a person that has a child that I'm raising. He's speaking from not having any children, so he doesn't see it yet until it's in front of him. Then he'll be like, yo, you know what? That's not funny anymore. That's why he's laughing.
What's not funny? Like
that kids are popping drugs and overdosing.
I'm not laughing at people. I'm not laughing at kids popping drugs and overdosing. I'm laughing at the fact of you're saying it like
it's not cool.
It's not cool. But at the same time, do you remember being young?
And yes, I remember. And I did not smoke or drink. I keep telling you that.
Eventually
but I didn't do that until I was a grown adult. And I'm not trying to say every child is the same.
Grown adult? How old? You was like 19.
When my first drink I had was a Smirnoff, right? It was a Smirnoff, and I was 19 at the time. Okay. When I drank, I didn't start drinking hard liquor until I was 21.
Okay.
I didn't start smoking until I was like 21, 22.
All right.
And any of my friends can vouch for that.
It's still okay.
That still was later. There's kids doing this at 13, 14 now.
And they was doing that before. So it's not new. You act like it's new. Like kids wilding out at young age. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the scene from Nas? From when
Belly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Sun was like 13 with a gun. Yeah, bro. That's why is that surprising?
I'm never saying it was surprising. What I'm trying to say is that it's not cool. This is what I'm putting out there. That's what I'm saying. That the kids that are trying to follow these rappers and thinking, all right, well, if I do this, maybe I can get on, or maybe if I fabricate this image, I can get into the rap game. Mm-hmm. I just seen kids that I know personally, that I know that are good kids, right? But they feel like, oh, I can rap. All right, you know what? I'm gonna rap about street shit. I'm gonna rap about shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'm gonna rap about the Henny bottle, and I'm gonna get on. Possibly I can get on because I'm seeing all the rest of the rappers is doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the situation and going, well, listen. At the end of the day, if you know the shit that comes behind it, you really wouldn't want to portray this image. You know what I'm saying?
Because as a young kid, who's thinking about that?
That's why I'm saying if you keep seeing these young kids die before they even get a chance to blow up, then it's like, all right, how old was Trink Joe? How old was Trink Joe?
Bro,
he was young.
As a young kid, and you're in the hood, and you see the mistakes that people make, but yeah, you learn from it, you move on, but at the same time, you make your decision. That's all of us. When you was a kid, if you go look at your GBL videos, and you go, damn, I grew. It's a drastic change from how you think then to how you think now. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that at the end. I remember what I was telling you before. Like I hate a young kid would hate the person the most. But nigga, you trying to tell me not to do this, not to do that. But when I go look at you when you were younger, you was doing all that. You was doing all that.
No, I wasn't.
No,
but that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
So, for instance, if somebody come to me and go, well, I watch your previous, back in the day when you used to rap, right? I went back and watched it, right? Okay. But then I will also look and go, well, what did you see? You see me talking about things that I actually was doing.
No, you wasn't.
What are you talking about?
In your raps?
Yes. What was I not doing?
You ran up on somebody's seed and put a gun to them.
I didn't say I did that. I said go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to the song.
Yeah, go back and listen to that GBM mixtape.
Go back and listen to the song. It's called Wartime. Go listen to the verse of Wartime. Put in my name, Sean, Kronez, right? Then go listen to Wartime. Listen to the verse, and you will see. I didn't say I did it.
I'm gonna need money for
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna need money.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, back to what I'm saying, yo. It's not cool. You know, RP Pop Smoke, RP to all the young, like what's his name? How old was Nipsey? Nipsey was young, right?
No, Nipsey wasn't that young. Nipsey probably was our age.
That's still young.
30s considered.
That's
young?
still considered. Oh yes, 30 is young. 20 is like, all right, bro, you just starting your life. Chink drug
as a young. Rapper, 30 is
what
not,
was the other name?
X-Tishion.
Yeah, whatever his name, right? He was wild young. He was young. Look at all these young, like, all 6ix9ine is sitting in jail right now.
Yeah, but we know a lot of kids that died young, bro.
That's what I'm saying, but at some point you have to look and go, damn, like, I don't want that to be me. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say don't live your life. Live your life. But you also
there should be a limit to everything you do.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Limit how much you do. Limit how much you show. Just have limitations, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because stop sending the addy out. Like, stop sending the addy out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking that these girls is for you. They not for you, bro. They don't be for you. Like,
what you mean? What you mean they not for you? They be for you?
Because in the negative way. What you talking about? In the negative way.
Should be for you?
Nah, alright, bro. But once again, that'd be the easiest way to get to them. Cause they already know. Oh, okay. I already know how he gonna respond. He might not let dudes get too close to him, but. If I send the joint over there with the fat ass and the big titties, I know he gonna let her get close.
Yeah, a lot of niggas down for him.
You know what I'm saying? That's what.
No, but don't do that, cause we like to like say that, but niggas be foul too, bro.
Yeah, you know, like
niggas be foul too.
We'll leave that for another day though. But listen here. At the end of the day,
shut up. I told you when most of the time when a crime happen, if you go look in a circle, is normally it's the person in the circle. Whoever, you put your circle around is usually somebody there that know or did something. I'm telling you, bro. It'd be crazy.
Yo, he know, y'all.
It'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah, he know, y'all.
Chill, Slime.
But, anyway. RP Pop Smoke, RP Kobe Bryant, RP Gigi Bryant, RP Pops. Definitely RP Grandma. And,
Leon, Snoop.
And anybody that, lost a loved one, man, we send our condolences and our blessings to you. Y'all keep your head up, from, my brother Rel, myself, from the whole Double Shit podcast. We back, season 2. See y'all next episode, y'all.